The power goes out at 10:13 p.m. Not a flicker, not a brownout, just gone. The ceiling fan stops mid-spin. The refrigerator hum dies in its throat. My phone screen is the only light left, a pale glow against my face. I wait. Power outages happen. Grid failures. Accidents. A transformer blowing somewhere in the city. It happens, but something feels off. I can't explain why. I get up and move to the window. Outside, the street is dead. No porch lights. No headlights. Not even the neon open sign at Manny's Liquor flickering behind its metal grate. Just darkness, thick and complete. I check my phone. No service. No Wi-Fi. The power's gone. The city's gone. I stare into the dark, waiting for something. Anything. The rumble of a car engine. The distant whine of a siren. A voice calling out. But there's nothing. Just silence so absolute it feels like pressure against my ears. Then I see the sky. It's wrong. The stars are there, but they look blurred. Like I'm seeing them through a heat wave. A distortion. A shimmer that pulses in slow, uneven waves. I blink. Rub my eyes. It doesn't change. My phone buzzes in my hand. I nearly drop it. The screen lights up with an emergency alert. Emergency alert system. This is a message from the federal government. Stay indoors. Avoid windows. Do not attempt to leave your location. Further instructions to follow. No mention of the cause. No explanation. No timeline for when the power will return. Just stay inside and avoid windows. I step back, letting the curtain fall shut. My pulse is a slow, steady thump in my ears. From across the street, a door opens. A rectangle of pale light spills out. Someone's using a flashlight. The beam wobbles as they step onto their porch. Mr. Delaney. Lives alone. Retired. He calls out. Power's out? His voice is too loud. Another window slides open down the street. A woman's voice. Yeah, my phone's dead too. Same here. Someone else. A man I don't recognize. More voices rise, neighbors stepping out onto porches, into driveways, onto sidewalks. Talking like the world hasn't just dropped into silence. They don't see the sky. I should say something. Tell them to look up. Tell them about the alert. Tell them to get inside. Then I hear it. A noise. Not close. Not far. Somewhere between. A dry, scraping shuffle. Like something dragging over pavement. It's faint. Almost inaudible beneath the voices. But it's there. I freeze. The back of my neck prickles. Mr. Delaney stops talking. His flashlight swings toward the street. He heard it too. Another noise. This one slower. A clicking. Like nails tapping against concrete. The voices go quiet. Silence stretches. The neighborhood holds its breath. Then, from the darkness, a scream. High and sharp. A man's voice somewhere down the block. It lasts maybe 2 seconds before cutting off. Not fading. Just stopping. Mr. Delaney's flashlight flicks toward the sound. The beam wavers. His hand is shaking. A door slams. Someone's gone inside. A car engine turns over, then dies. A choked out shit. Before hurried footsteps retreating indoors. Mr. Delaney doesn't move. He just stands there, flashlight pointed into the void. Then the streetlights flicker. Not on. Just a brief, weak pulse. Like a dying firefly. And for a fraction of a second, there's something there. Middle of the street. Just past the edge of the light. A shape. A smudge against the dark, like my eyes refuse to fully process it. Not tall. Not short. Just there. The light dies before I can make out details. Mr. Delaney stumbles backward. His flashlight flickers. Get inside. I whisper, though he can't hear me. Turn it off. He doesn't. He's frozen, arm locked, the beam still pointing forward. The flashlight flickers again. The shape moves. Not walking. Not running. Just shifting. From one place to another, like a skip in a broken video file. No in-between. Then it's gone. Mr. Delaney drops the flashlight. A strangled noise escapes his throat. His whole body jerks, like a puppet with its strings yanked. His head snaps toward me. I see his face for half a second before the lights come back. Not the streetlights. Not the houses. Just the sky. The shimmering pulses once, twice, then surges outward in a silent ripple. The stars twist. A new alert appears on my phone. Emergency alert system. Do not attempt to restore power. Do not use flashlights. Do not look for them. A thud. I look up. Mr. Delaney is gone. His flashlight lies in the middle of the street, still shining. The beam is pointed at nothing. I step away from the window. The darkness presses in. The flashlight stays on. A single, pale beam cutting across the asphalt. Empty. Motionless. Mr. Delaney is gone. No sound. No trace. Just his flashlight rolling in lazy circles, its glow bouncing off the curb. I don't move. The alert on my phone is still on screen. Do not attempt to restore power. Do not use flashlights. Do not look for them. I reread it, my eyes catching on the last line. Do not look for them. Something heavy sinks into my stomach. A door creaks open nearby. I flinch, turning toward the sound. It's the house next to Delaney's, a woman I've seen in passing but never spoken to. She steps onto her porch, a dim glow from her phone screen lighting her face. She looks young, maybe in her 30s, wearing sweatpants and a hoodie. She stares at the flashlight in the street, then at the empty space where Delaney should be. She hesitates. Her fingers twitch toward her pocket, probably for her own flashlight. I shake my head, barely a movement, but she sees me. She stops, pulls her hand away. Good. Then she whispers, "Where did he go?" I don't answer, because I don't know. Something shifts in the distance. A faint, rhythmic tapping. Click, click, click. She hears it too. Her head tilts. Her eyes dart past the flashlight to the far end of the street. Her breath catches. I know without looking that she sees the same thing I did. A shape. A presence. Not standing. Not walking. Just there. And then it's not. She sucks in a sharp breath. Retreats a step. The porch light above her head flickers. My chest tightens. I want to tell her to get inside. To kill the light. But I can't speak. I can't breathe. The porch light flickers again. The thing is closer now. The woman slams the door shut. I don't see if she locked it. I hope she did. The flashlight in the street winks out. Not like a dead battery, just erased. 1 second it's there, the next gone. I step back from the window. Deep breath. In. Out. Keep it together. I don't check outside again. Instead, I grab the thickest blanket I own and drape it over the window, covering every gap. The emergency alert told me to avoid windows. I'll listen. Another deep breath. My hands are shaking. I check my phone. Still no service. No internet. No text coming through. But there's one new thing. A notification. Missed call. Unknown number. I stare at it. My stomach knots. The phone buzzes again. I nearly drop it. The screen lights up. Incoming call, unknown number. I don't answer. It rings. 5 times. Then stops. A voicemail appears. I hesitate. Then press play. At first, just static. White noise. Then something underneath. A voice. A whisper so faint I can barely make out the words. Is not an attack, not an accident. Do not turn on the lights. Do not. The words warp into something else. Deeper. Stretched. Like a record slowing down. Then silence. The message ends. I swallow. Outside a noise. Something dragging across pavement. Slow. Deliberate. Not coming toward me, but searching. A new sound joins it. A single footstep on my porch. Not heavy. Not rushed. Just there. I freeze. My breath hitches. Another step. Closer to the door. I back away, slow and silent. Then a knock. Not loud. Not forceful. Just a single soft knock. I squeeze my eyes shut. My heart slams against my ribs. A second knock. Gentler than the first. My phone buzzes. Unknown number, incoming call. I don't move. The knocking stops. Silence. I hold my breath. Count the seconds. 10, 20, 30. Then, from the hallway, my landline rings. I nearly scream. I forgot I even had one. The shrill tone shatters the silence. Ringing and ringing. I stumble toward it, heart hammering. The caller ID flashes a number I don't recognize. The first real number I've seen all night. I hesitate, then pick up. Hello? I whisper. Silence. Then a voice. Low. Urgent. Don't speak. Don't move. They can hear the electricity. My body goes cold. A soft click behind me. Not from the phone. From my TV. It turns on. A black screen. No signal. Just a faint, flickering glow. And in the reflection, something standing behind me. I drop the phone. The screen goes dark. The silence stretches. And then a single whisper. Do not look for them. The TV is off. The room is dark. but I saw it. A shape. A silhouette behind me, reflected in the screen. I don't turn around. I don't move. I don't breathe. The phone is still on the floor, the dial tone humming softly. The only sound in the apartment. Everything else is dead silent. I count the seconds in my head. 1, 2, 3. Nothing happens. 4, 5, 6. Still nothing. Maybe I imagined it. Maybe the darkness and panic are playing tricks on me. Then the floor creaks. I go rigid. Something shifts behind me. Not fast. Not slow. Just there and then closer. I squeeze my eyes shut. My pulse pounds in my ears. I don't dare turn around. The emergency alert repeats in my head. Do not look for them. The air is wrong. Heavy. The room feels smaller, like the walls are pressing in. Another creak. It's moving toward me. I force myself to stay still. Every nerve in my body screams to run, but I don't. I can't. Then nothing. The silence stretches. My lungs burn. Is it still there? I listen. Harder than I ever have in my life. Still. No breathing. No shifting. No sound at all. I risk it. A slow, shallow inhale. Then another. The air is stale. Thick. Like something was just here. I open my eyes. I'm alone. I turn my head, inch by inch. The darkness remains untouched. The apartment is still, the silence absolute. But something is different. The phone. It's not on the floor anymore. It's back on the receiver. I didn't move it. A cold wave rolls through me. My body rejects what I'm seeing, my mind struggling to deny it. I back away, my heel catching on the edge of the rug. My balance wavers, but I keep moving. The room feels wrong, like it's been rewritten around me. I check the window. The blanket is still there, blocking out the night. Good. I don't want to see what's outside. My legs shake as I sit down on the couch, gripping my phone like a lifeline. No signal. No internet. Just the emergency alert, still on the screen. Still looping. Do not attempt to restore power. Do not use flashlights. Do not look for them. I tap the screen. The message stays frozen. Then my phone buzzes. My breath catches. A text. From unknown. I open it. Don't let them know you see them. I drop the phone. My hands are slick with sweat. My heartbeat pounds behind my eyes. I stare at the message, praying that I misread it. That I imagined it. I didn't. A faint sound filters in through the walls. Footsteps. Not from inside. From outside. On the street. I move slowly, careful not to make a sound, and press my ear against the wall. The footsteps are odd. Too light. Too rhythmic. Almost like tapping. Click. 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 They stop. A rustling sound follows. Something brushing against a surface. Something being lifted. A door creaks open. Not mine. Someone else's. My stomach twists. Someone is about to step outside. I squeeze my eyes shut. Don't. Please don't. A voice. Male. Shaky. Hello. No response. Then the sound of a flashlight clicking on. My whole body tenses. No. 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 Silence. Then a noise I've never heard before. Not a scream. Not a word. Something halfway between. Choked. Stretched. Then cut off. The flashlight flickers. Goes dark. The footsteps start again. Click. 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 Moving away. I stay still. My heart is about to rip out of my chest, but I don't move. Minutes pass. Nothing. I force myself to breathe. My limbs feel like lead. My brain is screaming to make sense of what just happened. Then a new sound. Knocking. My stomach drops. It's at my door. Soft. Deliberate. I squeeze my hands into fists. Do not move. Do not react. A second knock. Slower. Then my phone vibrates. I almost yelp. I glance at the screen. Unknown number, incoming call. I don't answer. It rings 5 times. Then stops. Another text comes in. I don't want to look. I have to look. I pick up the phone with shaking hands. The text is short. Don't let it in. A third knock. I shove my fist against my mouth to stop from making a sound. The knocking stops. Silence. I wait. Nothing happens. I count to 10. Then 20. Then 50. Still nothing. I exhale, my entire body trembling. The room is quiet again. Then my landline rings. And the knocking starts again. The landline rings. The knocking continues. I sit frozen, back pressed against the couch, fingers gripping my phone so tight they ache. The ringing doesn't stop. Neither does the knocking. Slow. Measured. Each tap like a countdown I don't understand. I glance at the screen. Unknown number, incoming call. I won't answer. I won't move. The emergency alert told me what to do. Don't look for them. Don't turn on the lights. Don't let them in. The knocking pauses. A second of silence stretches out, too long, too thick, pressing against my skin like static. Then, from the other side of the door, a voice. I know you're awake. I choke on my breath. It's not a demand, not a whisper, just a fact. The knocking resumes. Harder this time. The landline stops ringing. My phone vibrates. A text. From unknown. I don't want to look, but I do. IT knows. I swallow hard, my throat raw. The knocking changes. No longer controlled. More urgent. Then the doorknob rattles. My pulse hammers against my ribs. No. 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 I press my hands over my ears. I don't hear it. I don't hear it. A deep breath. Another. Then silence. I lower my hands. The door is quiet. I count to 10. Then 20. Then 30. Nothing. I exhale. My body shakes. I dare to move, shifting my weight ever so slightly. The doorknob twists. Hard. Sharp. Like something is testing it. My breath stops. A single, slow creak as pressure builds against the door. Something is leaning against it. The emergency alert repeats in my head. Do not let them in. I force my breathing to slow. I don't move. Seconds pass. Maybe minutes. Then, the pressure eases. The door unlocks. My stomach drops. I didn't unlock it. I know I didn't. The knob turns halfway. Stops. My phone buzzes again. Another text. I force myself to look. Do not open the door. I grip the couch, knuckles white. The doorknob turns the rest of the way. A click. The door is open. A thin sliver of darkness yawns at the threshold. Not much. Just an inch. Just enough. I don't move. I don't breathe. Then, the door shuts. Slowly. Softly. Click. Locked. I almost collapse. My legs shake. My chest is tight. I should be relieved. I should feel safe. I don't. My phone vibrates. A final text. It was never outside. I stop breathing. My blood runs cold. I don't turn around. I don't check the windows. I don't move. Because somewhere in the dark, something else just did. I don't move. The apartment is silent again. The door is locked. The knocking has stopped. But the message lingers in my head. It was never outside. Something shifted in the dark behind me. I didn't imagine it. I know I didn't. I force myself to listen. Hard. The air is heavy, pressing down like a thick fog. But I hear nothing. No breathing. No footsteps. No rustling of fabric. Just silence. But silence isn't empty. I focus. My own breathing. My own heartbeat. My own weight against the couch. And then something else. A presence. Not touching me. Not moving. But there. Close. I don't turn around. I keep my eyes on the floor. My phone is still in my hand, the screen casting a dim, ghostly light. The last text message sits there, burning in my mind. It was never outside. That means it was always here. Inside. A thought claws its way through my mind. What if I already saw it? Not directly. Not yet. But maybe in the reflection. The TV. The screen had been black when it turned on. No signal. Just a reflection. A reflection of me. And something standing behind me. The thought makes my skin crawl. I should move. I should run. But where? The lights don't work. The streets aren't safe. And my phone still has no signal. I have one option. The bedroom. It's a stupid instinct. As if hiding under the covers would make a difference. But it's the only space I can control. One door. One way in or out. I move. Slow. Careful. I push up from the couch, easing onto my feet. The floor creaks beneath me, and I freeze. No reaction. Still, I don't look. I refuse to look. I take a step, then another. The presence doesn't move. I reach the hallway. It feels longer than usual. The walls stretching away from me, the shadows growing thicker. Just keep moving. The bedroom door is open. Just a crack. I never left it that way. I step inside. The air is wrong. It smells different. Distant. A scent that doesn't belong. Like cold metal and static. I reach for the door. Start to close it. A noise. From the closet. A slow, soft shift. like fabric moving. I go still. I never opened the closet. I know I didn't. I can't check. I won't check. I push the door closed instead. Quietly, carefully. Click. Locked. I back away. My phone is the only light source, casting weak, flickering shadows along the walls. I sit on the edge of the bed, and I wait. The silence stretches. My breathing slows. I listen. Nothing. I exhale. My fingers are stiff, locked in a grip around my phone. My muscles ache from how tense I've been. Another text comes through. Unknown. I almost don't want to look, but I do. Don't look under the bed. A shiver crawls up my spine. My feet are still on the floor. I fight the urge to lift them. If I move too suddenly, will it know I saw the message? I take a slow breath. Then another. Then, a shift. Not in the closet. Below me. The mattress moves. Just slightly. I don't react. I can't. If I do, it'll know. Another text. Don't check it. Don't react. But my eyes drop to the screen. It's listening. My throat tightens. A pause. Then a whisper. Not from my phone. Not from outside. From under the bed. I know you're awake. The same words I heard at the door. The same voice. I want to run. I want to scream. But I don't. I stay still. I don't breathe. I don't blink. The air shifts again. The bed frame creaks. Then, the whisper changes. Closer. I know you see me. I don't. I haven't looked. But it says it like it knows the future. Like it knows I will. My phone screen flickers. The text vanishes. Replaced with something new. Don't turn around. A breath behind me. Not from under the bed. Not from the closet. Right behind me. The mattress sinks. Something sits down next to me. I feel it. The weight. The shift. It was never outside. I squeeze my eyes shut. I clench my fists. Then, a hand, cold and dry, settles on my shoulder. Fingers pressed too firmly, like it's testing the shape of me. I bite down on a scream. My lungs burn. And then it whispers. Look. My phone buzzes. One last text. Don't listen to it. I force my eyes shut. I don't look. I don't listen. I don't move. And slowly, the pressure on my shoulder fades. The weight lifts. The presence recedes. The air returns to stillness. And then, the bedroom door unlocks. The lock clicks. Not a loud noise. Not sudden. Just a quiet, final click. The kind of sound you barely notice in daylight. The kind that, in the dark, feels like breath against your ear. The presence is gone. The weight on my shoulder, the shape beside me, gone. But I don't move. I keep my eyes closed. I keep my breathing slow. I pretend I didn't notice. Because I know it's a test. The emergency alert repeats in my head. Don't let them in. But what happens when they let themselves in? Another sound. The door shifts. Not open. Not yet. But it's loose now, unlocked, waiting. It's daring me to acknowledge it. I won't. I don't move. I don't react. Minutes pass. Maybe longer. Then the real test begins. A new sound. Soft. Gentle. Familiar. Knuckles against wood. Knocking. Not like before. Not the slow, measured taps from earlier. This is different. A human knock. 3 short raps. Then a pause. A voice follows. Hey, it's me. I go rigid. It's my neighbor's voice. The old man from across the hall. His name is Mr. Holloway. I don't talk to him much, but I know his voice. He's in his 60s, lives alone, always wears the same battered leather coat when he checks his mail. But I know it's not him. Because I heard what happened earlier. A door creaking open. A flashlight clicking on. A choked noise that wasn't a scream or a word. Then the footsteps leaving. Click. 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 Mr. Holloway isn't here anymore. But something else is. Something knocking at my door. Something using his voice. I say nothing. It knocks again. Hey, open up. It's me. Exactly the same words. Exactly the same tone. Like a recording. Like it doesn't understand what the words mean. I stare at my phone. No signal. No service. No help. The emergency alert still frozen on the screen. Do not attempt to restore power. Do not use flashlights. Do not look for them. A few feet away, my door is unlocked. If I don't answer, will it just walk in? My fingers tighten around the phone. My hands are slick with sweat. The knock comes again. Hey, open up. It's me. Still exactly the same. Same rhythm. Same pitch. Same hesitation between words. I stare at the crack beneath the door. Nothing there. No shadows. No movement. I don't trust it. Then, something slides under the door. I jerk back. My pulse spikes. A piece of paper. Folded. The knock doesn't come again. The thing outside waits. My throat is dry. My stomach knots itself tight. I don't want to touch it, but I have to know. I move carefully, slowly, keeping my breathing steady. I don't open the door. I don't make a sound. I reach down and take the paper between my fingertips. It's cold. I unfold it. There are 4 words. Handwritten. Uneven. Like someone struggling to hold a pen. Don't look at it. A message. A warning. From who? I stare at the paper. My breath quickens. My hands tremble. Then, a new sound. The TV turns on. I whip my head around. Static. Not the weak, flickering kind from before. Loud. Violent. Roaring. The volume surges, filling the room. I scramble back onto the bed, my pulse hammering. The door rattles. I snap my head toward it. It doesn't open. But something presses against it. A slow, deliberate push. I see it now, the shadow under the door. Not a normal shadow. Not cast by any real shape. It moves wrong. Like liquid. Like it's alive. I don't look directly at it. I focus on my phone instead, my hands shaking. Still no signal. No service. No way to call for help. The knocking starts again. But not from the door. From the window. My chest locks. I turn slowly. The blanket is still there, covering the glass. But behind it, a shape. I see the faintest impression through the fabric. Tall. Thin. Head tilted to the side. Waiting. Watching. Knocking. I bite my tongue so hard I taste blood. Then, a voice. Not from the door. Not from the window. From the closet. Hey, open up. It's me. My stomach drops. It's inside again. I don't know how. I don't know when. The door is still closed. The lock is still in place. But it's inside. The closet door clicks. Unlocking. I can't look. I won't. I force my gaze down to my phone. It vibrates. A single text. From unknown. Don't blink. The closet door creaks open. The closet door creaks open. Not fast. Not slow. Just enough. Enough for air to shift. Enough for the temperature to drop. Enough for something to step out. But I don't look. I can't. Don't blink. The text sits on my phone screen. My grip is so tight my fingers ache. My breath feels too loud. My heartbeat pounds in my skull. I stare at the words. Don't blink. Why? What happens if I do? The air moves. A shape. A presence. Right there. I feel it in my bones, in the way the space around me bends. I force myself to keep my eyes down. Keep them open. It's a test. I know it's a test. The closet door finishes opening. A long, slow creak. Then silence. But the air is wrong. Thicker. Denser. Like standing too close to something burning, where the heat wraps around you but doesn't touch your skin. It's watching me. Waiting. For what? My muscles scream at me to move. To run. But I don't. Because where would I go? The hallway. The thing that knocked at the door is still out there. The window. Something is waiting behind the curtain. The power is out. The world beyond my apartment isn't safe. The only thing I can do is not blink. Seconds pass. Then minutes. The pressure in my eyes builds. I need to blink. I shift, just barely. My knees ache from being locked in place. My head throbs. And then, a new sound. Not from the closet. From above me. A slow, dragging scratch. On the ceiling. No. I don't react. I won't react. The scratching moves. Slow. Deliberate. Like something crawling. Like nails raking against the plaster. I stare harder at my phone screen, the glow almost too bright now. Don't blink. I focus on the letters. The pixels. The faint smudges on the glass. The scratching stops. Silence. Then, breathing. Shallow. Wrong. Above me, a shape shifts in my peripheral vision. Something hangs from the ceiling. I feel it. The weight in the air. The way the temperature changes near my skin. My vision blurs. My eyes burn. I can't hold it much longer. But I know the second I blink, it will be right in front of me. I don't know how I know. I just do. A voice. Soft. Too close. I know you see me. No. 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 My chest is too tight. My lungs ache. My vision wavers. I can't. My body betrays me. I blink, and it's there, right in front of me. The room bends. The darkness folds. It isn't a person. It isn't an anything. I see it, but I can't describe it, like looking at something my brain refuses to understand. A shape that isn't a shape. A void where something should be. It doesn't move. It just is. And then, it reaches. I jerk back. A mistake. The thing moves when I do. Faster than it should. Faster than anything should. I scramble off the bed, nearly tripping over myself. My phone drops. The screen goes black. Darkness devours everything. I run. I don't know where. I crash into walls. Fumble for the door. The air behind me splits. A sound like static and tearing flesh. Like something unfolding from the inside out. My hands find the knob. I wrench it open. The hallway is worse. Everything feels off. Like the angles are wrong. The space too deep, stretching in directions that don't exist. I don't stop. I can't stop. I run toward the front door, my breath ragged. But as I reach it, I see something. A shape in the dark. Not like the thing from the closet. A person. Still. Silent. Standing just beyond the weak glow of the city outside. My hands shake as I fumble with the lock. The person tilts their head. They step forward. No. 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 They're not walking. They're gliding. Sliding toward me without moving their legs. I slam the lock back into place. Step away. The shape stops. Right at the threshold. Not knocking. Not speaking. Just watching. I take another step back, and my foot lands on something. I look down. My phone. The screen flickers. One new text. From unknown. You shouldn't have left the room. The air drops. Behind me, the bedroom door creaks open. Slowly. Something steps out. I don't turn around. I don't have to. I already know. It was never about the door. It was never about keeping them out. They were always inside. The bedroom door creaks fully open behind me. I don't turn around. I can't. The thing at the front door isn't moving. Neither is the thing in the hallway. But I know. Something just stepped out of my bedroom. I hear it. The faintest shift in the air, the weight of it pressing against my spine. I clutch my phone, my hands slick with sweat. The screen flickers, barely glowing. One message. You shouldn't have left the room. I should run. But there's nowhere to go. The front door? Blocked. The hallway? Wrong. Twisted. I can't go back into my bedroom. I don't want to go back into my bedroom. I don't move. I don't breathe. I listen. The silence stretches too long. Then, the lights come on. Not the lamps. Not my apartment lights. Outside. Street lights. Car headlights. The distant glow of neon signs. All at once. Too bright. They weren't working before. The city was a blackout. But now the lights are watching. I feel it. Like 100 unseen eyes just opened at the same time, all turning toward me. I don't understand. I look at the shape in front of my door. It isn't a shadow anymore. It has features now. Not right. Not human. An outline of a person. But incomplete. The mouth is too wide. The eyes are just holes. Dark, bottomless holes. It leans forward. And then, the lights flicker. Everything shifts. The walls bend. The floor stretches. And for a split second, I see something impossible. The city outside. It isn't a city anymore. The streets are gone. The buildings are wrong. Moving. Melting. Alive. Everything is shifting like something beneath it is breathing. Then, the lights flicker again. And it's back. The city is normal again. Or at least, it looks normal. But I know it's a lie. Because I saw it. I saw what's underneath. The figure at my door tilts its head. Like it knows I saw. Like it's waiting for me to say something. I don't. I can't. Because the thing behind me. It's moving. Not walking. Not stepping. Just closer. The pressure in the air shifts. I feel it by my shoulder. I feel it in my bones. It leans in. And then, it breathes. Close. Right against my ear. I feel something cold press against my neck. Like fingers. Or something worse. My vision blurs. I feel myself slipping. No. No, no, no. I grab my phone. Grip it tight. And I open the last text. You shouldn't have left the room. I don't know who sent it. I don't know if it's helping me. But something tells me. There's another message coming. I wait. Seconds stretch. Then, the phone buzzes. A new text. Close your eyes. What? No, that doesn't make sense. I was told not to blink before. If I close my eyes, won't it get worse? I hesitate. The thing behind me shifts closer. The thing at the door doesn't move, but I know it's still watching, waiting. My hands shake. Another text. Close your eyes. Do not open them, no matter what you hear. I can't trust this. Can I? Something moves in the walls. A slow, deep sound, like something waking up, like something seeing me for the first time. The lights outside flicker again. For a split second, the buildings pulse. Like flesh, like they're alive. I squeeze my eyes shut, and the air snaps. Like a string pulled too tight finally breaking. Sound vanishes. The pressure lifts. Everything feels empty. I don't open my eyes. I listen. Silence. No breathing. No shifting. Just stillness. Then, a whisper. Soft. Right against my ear. You shouldn't have seen. I grip my phone tighter. I don't respond. The air shifts again. And then, a new sound. Distant. Like a radio turning on. Like an emergency alert. The same automated voice. Attention. This is a nationwide emergency broadcast. Remain indoors. Keep all doors locked. Do not respond to voices outside your home. Do not attempt to restore power. Avoid looking at the lights. Avoid looking at the lights. My stomach drops. I press my back against the wall. I don't move. I don't breathe. The whisper is gone. But I know it's not over. The lights outside flicker one last time, and in the darkness, I hear something knocking at the window. The knocking at the window is soft, gentle, like someone being polite, like someone who knows I'm inside. I squeeze my eyes shut tighter. I don't look. The emergency alert still buzzes in my skull. Avoid looking at the lights. I don't know why. I don't know what happens if I do. But I already made one mistake tonight. I won't make another. The knocking continues. Rhythmic. Slow. Then a voice. Hey, open up. It's me. My chest locks. It's the same voice from before. Mr. Holloway. Or something using his voice. I keep my breathing even. Keep my hands tight around my phone. I don't answer. Because I know if I do, it won't stop. I don't move. And after a few seconds, the knocking stops. Silence. I wait. I listen. Nothing. Then, a whisper. Close. Not from the window. From behind me. You're the only one left. My pulse slams against my ribs. I don't turn around. I keep my eyes closed. A new text buzzes against my palm. I risk a glance. One message. It's lying. I swallow hard. The air shifts. Something moves beside me. No, it's not beside me. It's everywhere. Like the entire room is bending around it. A shape in the walls. A shape in the floor. A shape inside me. Another whisper. They're all gone now. You can open your eyes. No, I don't listen. I won't. The lights outside flicker again. I hear something changing. The city outside. It isn't quiet anymore. It's humming. A low, pulsing sound like something breathing. Like something alive. Another text. It's almost over. Stay inside. I want to believe it, but I don't know who's sending these messages. I don't know if they're helping me or just keeping me here. I press the phone to my chest. My heartbeat pounds against it. I try to focus on that, on something real, because the walls don't feel real anymore. Neither does the air. Another whisper. You should have left when you had the chance. A shape shifts. Close. Too close. Like a hand reaching toward my face. I flinch, and the whisper laughs. Soft. Amused. It knows I'm afraid. And then, the knocking starts again. This time, from the front door. Louder. Faster. Desperate. Not like before. Not like them. It sounds human. A voice. Panicked. Please let me in. Please. A woman. She sounds real. Not like the things outside. Not like the whispers in my room. She sounds alive. I grip my phone, my breath coming too fast. A text buzzes before I can move. Don't. The knocking gets louder. She sounds like she's crying. Please. Oh God, please. I squeeze my eyes shut again. I don't know what's real. I don't know if she's real. Another text. If you open that door, you won't be you anymore. My stomach turns. I believe it. I don't know why, but I believe it. The knocking stops. Silence. Then, a slow dragging sound. Something scraping against the floor. Getting farther. Leaving. Or being pulled away. My body feels like it's made of stone. I don't move. I don't breathe. The air feels thinner now. The city outside is still humming, pulsing. And then, the lights flicker. And for a second, just a second, I see the street, the people outside. But they aren't people anymore. Not really. They're faces. There's nothing there. Just emptiness. A hollowed out space where eyes and mouths should be. And they're looking at me. Every single one of them. Even though they don't have eyes. They're looking at me. I snap my eyes shut. A shudder runs through my body. I feel sick. A final text buzzes. Stay inside. Wait for the next alert. The next alert. There's going to be another one. I don't know how much longer I can do this. But I don't move. I don't open my eyes. I wait. I don't know how much time passes. The air is still wrong. Thin. Stretched. Like something took the space around me and pulled. I keep my eyes shut. I keep my breath even. The city outside is still humming. Pulsing like a thing alive. I don't move. I don't respond. I just wait. Another text buzzes against my palm. The alert is coming soon. Stay inside. I clutch the phone tighter. My hands are numb. The whispering hasn't stopped. Not voices, exactly. Something deeper. A sound beneath sounds. Like radio static, but wet. Breathing. Like something just out of sight, trying to slip through. I don't answer. I don't ask questions. I know I won't like the answers. The emergency alert has to come. It has to. The last one saved me. It told me what to do. It told me not to look at the lights. And I didn't. But I saw something anyway. I saw them. The people outside. Or what's left of them. Hollow. Empty. Watching. Like they used to be something else. Like they used to be people. I hear movement outside my door. Not knocking. Not scratching. Just shifting. Like something standing there. Waiting. Another text. Don't open it. I don't plan to. But something about the message. It feels different. Like it's the last one. Like it won't send another. I swallow hard. My mouth is dry. The humming outside changes. No, not changes, rises. Growing louder. Faster. The walls feel like they're breathing. My stomach twists. And then, a new sound. The TV. Clicking on by itself. Even with the power out. Even when it shouldn't be working. A voice crackles through. This is the emergency broadcast system. I freeze. The voice is off. It sounds like the usual automated alert. But underneath, there's something else. A second voice. Layered beneath the first. Like something using the broadcast. Something wearing it. The message continues. This is a final alert. Do not attempt to leave your home. Do not interact with the ones outside. Do not restore power. The outage is not an accident. I grip my phone tighter. I've heard those warnings before. But now I notice something different. Something missing. Avoid looking at the lights. It doesn't say it. It doesn't say anything about the lights now. My breath catches in my throat. Why? Did something change? Or did they want me to look? The whisper behind me shifts. Too close. Like a shape stretching in the dark. Like something rising up from the floor itself. I don't turn around. I don't have to. I feel it waiting. The TV crackles again. The alert glitches. The voice distorts, splitting into something else. And then, it speaks to me directly. You can open your eyes now. No. The message is wrong. It's never spoken to me before. It's never told me what to do. I keep my eyes shut. I don't trust it. The humming outside is everywhere now. Louder. Closer. Like the city itself is moving. And then, the front door handle turns. Not knocking. Not scratching. Not waiting anymore. Something is coming in. I press myself against the wall. I don't breathe. I don't move. And then, the lights outside go out. All at once. Total darkness. The humming stops. The whispering stops. Everything is just quiet. For the first time since the blackout, I don't feel watched. I don't feel trapped. I open my eyes, and I'm alone. The door is still locked. The TV is off. The phone in my hand is dark. And outside, the city is normal again. Streetlights, cars, windows glowing in the distance. Like nothing ever happened. Like the blackout never existed. I swallow hard. Something is wrong. I know what I saw. I know what I felt. I move toward the window. Slow. Careful. I peek out. And the streets are full again. People walking. Driving. Going back to their lives. Like they never left. But there's something off. Their movements, too similar, too synchronized. And their faces. I can't see their faces. They turn at the same time. They stop at the same time, like they're moving on a loop. A perfect cycle. And I realize, none of them blink. I step back from the window. My stomach twists. My ears ring. A final text buzzes in my hand. I don't want to look, but I do. One last message. From unknown. You made it. But the ones outside, they didn't. They looked at the lights. I stare at the words. My hands shake. I glance back at the window. The people down there, they look real. They move. They act normal. But they aren't people anymore. Not really. I step away. I sit on the floor. I don't know how long I stay there. Maybe hours. Maybe days. I don't check my phone again. I don't turn on the TV. I don't answer the door. Because I know. The power came back. But the world outside isn't the same. And the ones that stayed behind, they aren't people anymore.